Pretty nice one out there today, and the rest of the weekend is looking much the same.
It is, and guess what? We do have a new tropical depression out there. So we have some activity in the tropics that we're also going to talk about. But you're right, locally, we are enjoying some beautiful weather, definitely fall-like. Here's a look at Live Pinpoint Doppler. No action, so let's go ahead and take a look at temperatures. It's 73 right now in the city of Mobile. It is 75 in Pensacola, and we topped out into the mid-80s for today, right around the average. It's 65 in Evergreen, it's 66 in Crestview, and it's 67 even down towards Pascagoula. And we're expecting the refreshing temperatures to continue as we head into our Sunday. We do have showers in the forecast for next week, though, and then as we head into next week, we're also going to be watching the tropics, one area in the Caribbean, and of course we're watching this newest system. Here's a look at it right now. We're looking at San Juan, and here's the satellite imagery of the new tropical depression sitting towards the north and east of Puerto Rico. It remains a tropical depression as for now. It has max sustained winds of 35 miles per hour and is tropical depression number 11. It could become our next tropical storm, and overall the forecast models are doing a loop-de-loop with it in a sense, so we're going to have to see what happens with it. But nonetheless, notice how it stays out there over the open water, so it's not going to be a threat to our local area, which is good. But again, we're going to continue to keep an eye on tropical depression number 11. It could become Jerry if it gets a name down the line, and we're watching the Caribbean Sea. Here's the view of it right now with the water vapor imagery, and it has a lot of moisture right across the Caribbean. And some of the forecast models have been hinting at possibly some development with this disturbance as it makes its way northwestward and moves into the northwest Caribbean as we head on into early next week. So we're going to be watching this to see what happens with it. And some of the models even take it eventually into the eastern Gulf. As what? We don't really know yet. Right now it's just a disturbance. So we'll continue to keep you posted on what happens with that, but we're going to be watching that one very closely. As far as the forecast, though, this is for tomorrow. We're expecting beautiful weather. It's going to be a cool start to your Sunday, back into the upper 50s, lower 60s across the area to start the day with some decent sunshine. As we continue on into the afternoon, though, we're going to be watching those higher level clouds that are going to be streaming in. So we could have some filtered sunshine as we work our way into the afternoon. That means we're going to just have like somewhat of a film over the sun, you know, a mix of sun and clouds, maybe some points where it's a little bit mostly cloudy. Nonetheless, though, it's going to be nice, though, and it's going to be rain-free, which is always good. And then as we head into our Monday, we could catch a stray shower or two affiliated with a dying cold front that's going to be moving towards our area, but the atmosphere will be on the drier side, so we're not thinking that that front's going to make it. It should fizzle out before it gets here. Nonetheless, so we could still see a stray shower out ahead of it. The best chance for rain doesn't really begin until Tuesday, and even then, for now, we're going to go with 20%. Nonetheless, though, for tonight, it's going to be a beautiful night. Temperatures in the 60s across the area, and again, some of you could even get into the upper 50s before the night is done. As far as the forecast for tomorrow, we're going to go with 85 degrees for high in Daphne, 84 for Foley, and 85 for Citronelle. That is right around average for this time of year, so we're right on track for the season. Looking at 86 for Frisco City, 85 for Atmore, 84 tomorrow for a high over towards Chatham. Florida Panhandle, more of the same, mid-80s. We're going to get a bit cooler with a nice feel at 83, 84 for Pensacola, though, and your forecast in Mississippi. Right along the same lines with the mid-80s dominating. We'll go with 85 for Mavilla, 84 for Latimer. So here's your 7-day. And as you can see, your forecast really doesn't look too bad. Temperatures stay right around the mid-80s, mornings in the 60s, so we're on track there. But again, we're watching the tropics to see what happens if that Caribbean Sea develops, and we do have a chance for a few showers starting primarily Tuesday.
All right, Dee, thanks a lot. Baby.